Have you ever felt at that single moment when your boss disrespects you? Moment you imagine flipping the desk and shouting in his face, or when someone cuts you off in traffic and that sudden harsh and aggressive urge rises through your veins. You are a good person, polite, civilized, but sometimes it feels like someone else takes the wheel. You tell yourself, that was not me. Was just angry, but you were wrong. That was you. That was your shadow, the dark twin you locked in the basement of your mind. Today, are opening that door, it is time to meet the stranger behind the mask. Welcome to Perception Unbound. Human mind, the shadow. The shadow is everything about ourselves that we refuse to accept: our anger, our jealousy, our desire for control, our hunger for power, the parts we suppress because they do not fit the image we have of ourselves. The more we deny them, the deeper they sink into the unconscious, and in the darkness, they grow. According to Jung, the dangerous thing is not that the shadow exists. The dangerous thing is believing that it does. Note in 1971, psychologist Philip Zimber disturbed one of the most famous experiments on human behavior, the Stanford Prison Experiment. The basement of Stanford University was turned into a temporary prison. Metal bars were installed, small cells were built, 24 college students volunteered. They had no criminal records, no psychological disorders. They were just ordinary young men. Students were randomly divided into two groups: prisoners and guards. But the experiment began in a strange way. The students who would play prisoners were arrested at their homes by real police officers. They were handcuffed, taken to a police station. Their fingerprints were taken, and then they were brought to the simulated prison at Stanford. From that moment on, it no longer felt like a game. The prisoners were given numbers. Their names were not used. The guards were given uniforms, wooden batons, and mirrored sunglasses that hid their eyes. This small detail had an unexpected effect, because when the eyes are hidden, empathy decreases. People begin to see others as less human. The first day, everything was calm, but on the second day, something changed. Prisoners began to resist the rules. The guards began to use their power. They forced the prisoners to stand for hours. They gave them humiliating tasks. Some of them were deprived of sleep. The line between role and reality began to blur. The experiment was supposed to last 2 weeks, but it was stopped after only 6 days because the situation was starting to spiral out of control. Zimbardo reached a disturbing conclusion: under certain conditions, ordinary people can cause extraordinary harm. The line between good and evil is much thinner than we think. But Jung said something even more disturbing: this dark side does not appear only in extreme situations, also exists in everyday life. Think about the person you dislike the most: the arrogant coworker, the selfish driver, the rude stranger on the internet. Why do their actions affect you so strongly? Jung called this projections. Sometimes the things we hate the most are the parts of ourselves we refuse to see. Judging others is far easier than looking into the mirror, but the more we deny the shadow, the stronger its influence becomes, because what remains in the unconscious does not disappear. It simply guides our behavior without us realizing it. Maybe the problem is not the darkness. Maybe the real problem is pretending it is not there at night. When you look into the mirror, will you only see the mask or the stranger behind it? Do you think you control it, or does it control you? This is perception. Unbound. Reality is deeper than you think. Stay awake.